Hello. During our Advanced Citation and Link Building for SEO webinar, we discuss how citations can help your Google Business Profile rank. We also look at brand mentions as a way to gain additional links to your website. If you want to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure you're subscribed to our channel.
I'm going to do a quick little thing on citations and Google Business Profile, although we're going to cover that more in a later webinar so we can really go into it. Talk more about some of the different attributes of Google Business Profile. For those who want to know about reviews, Google allows lots of reviews to come in. Two things that Google will look at when they're not sure: length of the review, how long the account's been around. A brand new account, really short review. Sometimes those get taken out. Older account, longer reviews that are on point and actually talk about legal services, those tend to stick. If that was one of the things you were looking for in this webinar, that's a quick thing on it. Yelp, how often you use the Yelp app. So if you want reviews on Yelp to stick, you need people that use the Yelp app. They don't even have to write our reviews to be connected, but they need to use the Yelp app, which easy on the coast, really hard in the middle part of the country many times. But anyways, that's two things for reviews. We'll cover more of that later. What I want to cover right here is quickly a little bit about citations and things. So right here, you can see this is the Blogspot thing that NST had. We'll zoom in here. They have their citation here though: name, address, phone number. This is actually really good, and you can do schema markup on this and try to really make it easy for Google to read. But Google's pretty good at reading it even without the schema, to be quite honest. So this is something that you can get out more: name, address, phone number stuff that ties into your location. That'll actually help your profile rank. This is why you might want to use Yext or Whitespark or Bright Local or some of these business services to just make sure your name, address, phone number is consistent everywhere. And make sure that you have those phone numbers also on your Google Business Profile. So every once in a while, I'll see somebody uses a Google Business Profile and they're using a tracking phone number that's nowhere else. All right, well then at a minimum, put these other phone numbers as alternative ways to reach you by phone if you want to use that main tracking phone number, but you've got to somehow line this up to make it easy for Google to connect these other citations back with your Google Business one. And there it is right there. And you can see, look, they rank high. They've always ranked high, but this is one of the reasons why. They've got very good, consistent name, address, phone number on there. The other thing that's come out, so there's been some talk about Google giving link value to people that don't have links just by having citation mentions. And so, this is a quote: Google unlinked citations usually do not help with search rankings, right? There it is. Usually not. This is John Mueller. Well, when you see the word usually not, that means sometimes yes, right? That's the way I look at it. And it's probably giving some value when mentioned in like real media sources, right? Or real, sort of in like in articles and things like that would be my guess. So getting just mentions can have some value to you. And my take and sort of looking at things, I don't have any real statistical evidence of it, but knowing how Google sort of works, I think it's an idea of it. They would like to promote the folks that get mentions in editorially significant articles and publications. So I would look at, if you get news mentions, I think that can actually help your SEO. Again, try to make sure they have the full name of the firm, maybe firm name and a location on that, just to sort of get that part going. In addition, though, sometimes you'll get mentions in media or other places and you don't get a link, right? So there's one other thing you can do with SEMrush, and the other tools also have this. It's sort of to go in here, you create a project. And I just created a project for Justia.com, and I went to brand monitoring. And what I'm doing is I'm monitoring the word Justia. Where is Justia mentioned on the internet? And I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to look for mentions of the word Justia where I don't have a link back to our website. Because damn it, if they're willing to mention me, they should link to me, right? I've made the cut to be mentioned. Why can't I get a link? And if you do that, you can get a list of different places that are mentioning you where you're not getting a link. And you can sort them, and you can look at different ways, look for certain types of authority scores and stuff. And you can actually write to these people, and you can write in a nice way, say, help out a little bit. Hey, it would be possible for me to get a link back to my website. I saw you mentioned. Thanks for mentioning me. Da 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 da. Would you link back to my website? Or if it's an article that they wrote, say, here's some additional information about, solar powered green hotels, right? And could you add a link? Because I know you were talking about it. You mentioned Hotel Lawyer, and it'd be great if you'd link to me. But they have tools for this. So it's a way for you to quickly find mentions. And it's easier to get a link from someone that's already mentioning you than to get a link from someone who doesn't know you at all, right? Just in general, because at least you're in the article, right? It's just a link. So there are tools like this that actually can help you. You can also check your competitors and what links they're missing, but this is really more for you as on your own link building. So it's a way, I think that the dimensions are worth something. Certainly in larger publications are worth something. They're never worth as much as actually getting a link back to your website, right? If that website's tied into your Google Business profile, especially for the Google Business part. But you can probably get some SEO value from it, but you can also reach out to get SEO value and get the link directly.
Thanks for watching. We hope you find all the resources helpful for improving your citation and link building strategy. If you enjoyed this clip, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more law practice and legal marketing videos. We'll see you in the next video.